Every child looks forward to their birthday, and since these celebrations only happen once a year, which means that these events need to be pretty spectacular. Kelsey Frederick's parents are divorced, but lucky for her, her parents never seemed to have any problems when it came to planning out her birthday celebrations. That all changed 1 year when Kelsey's whole world came crashing down, but what could have caused such a thing to occur? But before we start, smash the like button and make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bell so that you won't miss any new stories. Kelsey Frederick was just 12 years old when her parents decided that they each wanted to throw her a big celebration for her 13th birthday. Although having 2 parties was common for her, she was really excited about what each parent had planned. Kelsey was hoping that this year would stand apart from the rest. Turning 13 years old was special, and she was growing into a young lady, and she wanted her party to reflect that. What was the theme of her party going to be? What was contributing to her birthday being that more special was that her mom had planned to get highlight put into Kelsey's hair for the first time. Many of the girls in her school started to get highlights, and Kelsey wanted to try it out. After Kelsey had finished up at the salon, she headed off to her dad's house. This was a normal for Kelsey, so she didn't expect anything out of the ordinary from occurring, but no one could have anticipated what her dad was about to do. There are many kids who have divorced parents, so needless to say, Kelsey is not in a unique situation. In Kelsey's case, her parents' divorce contract stated that both her mom and dad share time with Kelsey equally. Kelsey's parents, Kristen and Shafen, got divorced when Kelsey was small, making it hard for her to understand. However, the divorce didn't affect her as much as many people would have thought, thanks to her great support system of siblings and cousins. Soon after the divorce, Kelsey's dad found a new love and then later tied the knot. This wasn't an issue with Kelsey because she liked his new wife. It was always a challenge to choose a present for Kelsey when it came time for Christmas and her birthday. Her hobbies weren't like other girls. She particularly didn't like anything that was too sparkly or pink. That's when her mom asked Kelsey's friends for help. Just like most 12-year-olds, Kelsey felt like it was taking a lifetime to become a teenager. Kelsey revealed to her mom that she wanted highlights. Her goal was to spice up her brown hair with some blonde highlights. But what did her mom think? Kelsey's mom wasn't prepared for her child to undergo such a major change. After thinking about what her daughter had revealed to her, Kristen began to release that she had been getting blonde highlights for the longest time. Soon after, Kristen decided that it would be okay to let Kelsey get highlights for her birthday. In fact, she thought that she'd give her daughter the royal treatment as a birthday present. She took her to a salon where she got her hair done. Kelsey was in for a huge birthday treat. And since Kristen was a regular at the local salon, the management gave her a nice discount. The highlights completely changed her appearance. Kristen had another surprise up her sleeve that Kelsey didn't see coming. Not only was Kelsey getting her hair and nails done, she was also getting her makeup professionally done. Even better, she was getting her makeup done at Sephora. Once Kelsey's makeup was complete, she snapped a picture of her eye makeup and posted it to Facebook for all of her family and friends. Kelsey and Kristen both didn't expect the reaction they were going to get from a particular family member. Kelsey was excited to get to her dad's house, show off her new hairstyle, and get her dad's opinion. It was normal for Kelsey not to contact her mom while staying with her dad for the weekend. But Kristen woke up on Saturday with a bad feeling. However, she pushed the feeling aside and waited for her daughter to return the following day. Kelsey returned to her mom's home and rang the doorbell. Kristen didn't recognize the person standing outside of her home. It was Kelsey, but her face was puffy and swollen from crying, and she was missing something that left her unrecognizable. After a closer look, Kristen noticed that Kelsey's expensive highlights were gone, but that wasn't all. Her gorgeous locks of hair had disappeared as well. What this Kelsey's doing, her locks were completed cut off, and there wasn't much hair left on the girl's head. It was later discovered that Kelsey's new haircut was called a chop-off. It was known as a boyish styled haircut that had no styling done whatsoever. Kelsey went from feeling confident and comfortable in her skin to being absolutely embarrassed with her appearance in mere days. Kristen knew she had to find out what had happened. Kristen couldn't get any information from her daughter. That's when she decided to jump in the car and made her way to her ex-husband's home. As soon as she arrived at the house, she demanded to know what had transpired. Kelsey's father and stepmother stated that they didn't like Kelsey's new hairstyle and wanted to punish her for it. Their reasoning behind this was that the blonde highlights were too precarious for her only being 12 years old. and her actions need to have consequences, Kristin decided that Chaffin and his wife, Sarah, were right that actions do have consequences. That's when the mother decided to go to the police. So it was clear that Kelsey's haircut had taken place against her wish, and something needed to be done. She made a post detailing what her ex-husband and his wife had done. It was never Kristin's intention for her Facebook post to go viral, but that's exactly what had happened. All she wanted was her friends and family to validate Chaffin's unreasonable behavior. Despite this, the post got a lot of attention. The post was shared more than 24,000 times, and people didn't hesitate to share their outrage for what the father had done. The support received from the post was overwhelming. It just showed how wrong Kelsey's father's actions were. Many went on to say that his acts were disgusting and ridiculous. But how did Kelsey feel about all the attention? Kelsey's younger brothers, along with her father and stepmother, continued with their lives like normal. Meanwhile, Kelsey was left hurting. It's understandable that she felt humiliated, betrayed, and angry about what they did. They didn't believe they had done anything wrong. Many could understand the father's outrage considering he didn't know about the makeover. However, that didn't excuse his behavior. What he did wasn't just cruel, it was also humiliating and heartless. Why would you want your daughter to feel the way she did? Kristin decided to use the attention she was getting to help raise funds for her daughter to get a new hair treatment. And that's when she created a GoFundMe account. The goal was to get readers to contribute to making things right again, but they didn't know if it would work. Kristin enjoyed updating those following their story on her daughter's progress. She continued with life, even though she continued to sport the haircut she didn't ask for or want. However, she knew that she needed to continue living her life. It didn't take long before Chaffin and his wife started seeing the adverse effects of what they did. The couple received suspensions from their duties as firefighters. The fire department of Middletown Township didn't want people like that working for them. There was an investigation, and the authorities found it in the best interest of Kelsey to grant full custody to her mother. So Kelsey's relationship with her father was tarnished without warning, and she was relieved to live with her mom. The GoFundMe account was a success, and Kelsey was thrilled that she would be able to go back to the salon she had previously received her highlights from. She knew that she had to wait for her hair to grow back, but in the meantime she has made peace with wearing a wig. She felt truly grateful for all the support she received from her mom and the people online who contributed to her GoFundMe account.